Hey y'all, can you hear me? I think so. Good, good. Good afternoon. Sorry I'm late. Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. I was having to download and then upload a video and it's taking forever, but don't worry, I got it now. Lord have mercy, that took long enough. Hold on, let me get that going and let me get it cooking over here real quick and then we can say hello. Ugh, mm, mm, mm. Hold on. Upload video. We're gonna be watching a video today. I know not everybody is on Twitter, so yes, as the title indicates, DCS has been called on us again. And if you guys want to know what was said in the DCS report, you're in luck because I just so happen to have that audio for you. Isn't that wild? So, yeah, where's your swing? I don't have a swing today. Sorry, everything I was already running late today. Today's been a hell of a day. I was already running late with my work. I was gonna have to go live late anyway. And then I had to leave the house to run an errand that I thought was going to be nearby and come to find out it was not nearby by any means. So that was gonna make me even later. And then I get home and I walk through the door, and as soon as I walk through the door, I hear Yaba saying something about my wife, and she's on the phone. I'm like, "Oh Lord." Mhm. Indiana Department of Child Services has once again been contacted. And crazy enough, literally everything that this DCS worker, what was his name? Dylan, everything that Dylan um, told us is in this DCS report that was just called in is literally almost word for word everything that that loser Ron Corbin was saying on his live me stream from 2 nights ago on Tuesday. You know, right before Ron deleted his Twitter and said that he was done with this all this bullshit. Who has the message that Ron put up when he said he was deleting everything related to this AIDS? I'm sure I do. I just haven't thought to look for it, I guess. Just give me a second. Let me see what I can find. Probably on my phone. This is what Ron does every time. Literally every time Ron calls DCS on us, he does the same thing. He'll start talking all thank you, babe. He'll start talking all cryptically, as he started doing about a week and a half ago. Saying he was done, he was finished, telling me, "Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed poverty." And of course, he excuse me, only stayed gone a couple of days initially. Then he came back to Live Me. Then he came back. Well, he came back to Rumble, Live Me, TikTok. Tuesday night, he did 2 Live Me live streams. And then I guess he just got real butthurt at some point yesterday and decided he was going to go ahead and do what he always does. And Ron has announced that he's deleting everything, and he deleted his Twitter. Hold on. Here's the screenshot. Thank you. This is the last tweet. What's that dated? August 21st, 2024, 3 o'clock p.m. Ron's most recent Twitter. Double Guns Dutch Dublin. I don't know what all of this means, and I don't care. Storm the Norwegian Puffin Dog, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Shamrock's Glitter Bomb. I appreciate you supporting my channel. Ready and set to spend some time with you after hours outside. Oh, after picking cranberries? That would be satisfying to do, I'm sure. Sasse Mama, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Hopefully at this point CPS is on to him and your file has been marked Ronated. Sorry, you Yab and the kids have to go through this. Thank you. Sasse Mama, we appreciate you and your support. Agent of Chaos Jean, thank you so much for gifting 10 Samantha Jean memberships. We appreciate your support. Maggie Flowers, Frankie, Shelly, Janine, Saltiest, Lorray, and City 10. Oh, also Scissor Sister, Sarah Beth, Joy, and Crystal. Did I get everybody? Thank you so much for your support. Agent of Chaos, Jean. I appreciate you. So yeah, so let's go back to this first. So this is Ron's last Twitter post. He says, "Welp, thanks for all the help." This is yesterday, 3 o'clock. "Welp, thanks for all the help. I'll be removing all my socials dedicated to this AIDS. If being a baby rapist apologist is tolerable and bearing a child isn't, why the fuck would anyone want to be here? To those donating to those who tried to make my life difficult with the baby rape apologists, seriously, fuck yourself. Anyone steps into my real life will find out what 7 years of being labeled a villain is. Everyone is two-faced. Everyone is a liar. No one cares. Screenshot this. I'm gone. And please stew away from me and my son. I will put you down like a rabid dog. Sincerely, go fuck yourself." So fucking dramatic. Let's see. God, my stupid mouse. Ridiculous. Hazza, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Sham. Hi, Sham. Your gift. Oh, really? Oh, you know what? I think it's, excuse me. I think it's on the table right now. I think I got that today, actually. All right. Hold on one second. You guys just have to bear with me because I have to dig stuff up that I want to share with you all. Damn it. I don't think I have that. Hold on. I bet I'll find it in here. Fruit Punch. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Jojo Cannon says he needs jail time. This shit is ridiculous. Quit threatening to kill people, you lunatic, and just log off. Okay, so I am going to hold on. We're gonna watch the first live me that Ron did Tuesday night. He did 2 live me's on Tuesday night. We're gonna listen to the first one because that's pretty much where you will hear out of Ron's own mouth, practically word for fucking word, what this call to CPS entailed. I don't have it I don't have it edited, so it's the whole thing, but it's only 57 minutes and 59 seconds, so it's totally fine. Wrong tab. Thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. Forever Basic Betty. Yay for a sham live during a 10-hour car ride. Holy crap. That's a long drive. Drive safe, please. There we go. Ron calls CPS again. And just make sure you guys take a minute to really take this in, right? And understand like exactly what the hell is going on here. Ron and Clara were so fucking sure that when they exposed to the internet something that had absolutely nothing to do with us, they really thought that what? That we were going to be canceled, that we were going to be chased off the internet, that we were going to shut our channels down, that this was finally, after, as Ron says, 7 years, finally some sort of win. Cool Hand Mike, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you. It literally backfired like 10 times over, sassy mama. Yes, it did not. This did not go over the way any of them thought it would. Not just Ron and Clara, the whole grift gang, which have you guys noticed? Ron said it himself. He told you himself. The OG grift gang, the O triple G, the whole gang is back together. The whole O triple G, the original grift gang. Oh, I guess that's OGG. Whatever. Fine. O double G. Oh yeah. What was his Twitter name? Hold on. Double Guns Dutch Dublin. O double G, the original grift gang. The gang's all back together. Ron, Gigi, Belinda, the fan fiction farmer friends who, let's face it, they were always a part of the grift gang. Strawberry Douche has been over there with Belinda since 2020. I think a lot of people don't realize that. Like, for a long time, everybody just assumed that, the farmers and the people on the YouTube side were all playing by the rules and nobody was touching poo. Meanwhile, there was a whole ass poo toucher the whole time over there in Belinda's pasture. Very good. Thank you so much for the super chat, Ron. I just gave Sam in one super chat what you make in a week on Rumble. Enjoy that fact, buddy. Very good. Thank you so much for the super chat. That yes, definitely that was a banger. Oh, thank you, AK. AK is here to explain to us. Hold on, let me put this back on the screen. Thank you, because I truly did not know what this meant. Thank you. God, AK. I feel like it's been like some sort of like epiphany situation type deal thing. TMD MONTI stands for the most dangerous man on the internet. Wow. Thank you. I had no idea. I thought it had something to do with The Walking Dead or something. Like, I don't know. What do I know? Storm Norwegian Puffin Dog. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Treat yourself. You deserve it. We will, for sure. Thank you so much. That was very, very kind of you. The Guppy, thank you so much for the super chat. The Guppy says, cry more, Ron. Get up there, Guppy. Up on the board. The most dangerous man on the internet. I swear, and I have spent way too fucking long trying to figure out what TMD Monty means. Did you just get it, AK? Like, did you just figure that out? Because you sure slapped it down there like you've been new. Mm-mm-mm. TMD Monty. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Idiot. You thought it had to do with Monty too, but I was like, why do you spell Monty with an I? But like Mandy's name is Mandy with an I, and people still spell it with a Y. Like, I don't fucking know. Oh, you figured out a few days ago? Don't fence me and says I thought it was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference. That's so funny. Oh yeah, right. Addicted to cold brew. How does it go? Begging friends. How does it go? Cry more, bitch. Did we get that right? Thank you, Addicted to cold brew. All right. Hold on. Where was I? Oh yeah, over here. Oh no. Right here. Okay. All right. So yeah. Let's listen to Ron's live me. I do have a couple of screenshots from the chat. The chat on the first live me was not as lit AF as the chat from the second live me. You guys want a spoiler? You guys want a little palate cleanser before we get into this really, really disturbing shit? Okay, hold on. It still has to do with Ron, so don't worry about it. But this is going to be absolutely fucking great. So, remember I showed you guys the other day um that Ron's mom's Live Me account had been, I guess, discovered for lack of a better word. So Ron's mom definitely has a Live Me account. I'm gonna hold on. Can I make this bigger? Okay, yes. And then can I scroll in? Scroll down? No. Oh, I can do it like this. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Here we go. So look, these are screenshots. And look, I love how iCloud date and time stamps them. Go ahead, don't waste your time screenshotting and zooming in down there because the whole camera roll. is most definitely screenshots from Ron's live me from Tuesday. So anyway, look at that. Look at Clara dropping the MVP gifts times 20. Lucky hearts. Look at this. Look at the top gifters. Okay, so at 8:06 p.m., this was the second live stream. Clara's the top gifter. Second place, I'm not sure who that is. And Beth Thomas in third. Beth Thomas, you better hope for God that you were not the one stupid enough to place the phone call to the Indiana Department of Child Services this time, because this time, let's just say nobody's fucking around, least of all DCS. Okay, so this time now we get all the attorneys involved, right? Last time, not so much. This time, all the attorneys are involved. All the people will be involved. All of the things will be done. Um, so all I have to say is, Beth Thomas, you better fucking hope that you were not stupid enough to make that call. Because let's be honest. There's a very short list of people who would have actually made that call. And they consist of these people, in my opinion: Ron Corbin, Clara Frank, Beth Thomas. Right? What other name might you put on that list of an actual contender for who might have placed that call? You better hope it was not Beth Thomas or what's that girl's name they got working down there at the store who just wants to, you know, be friends. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll find out. So anyway, back to Ron's live me from Tuesday. So look in the chat. Let's not do that. Look in the chat. Who is that? Taylor 37489, who's an MVP. That's Ron's mom. Remember we showed you that? Look, there's Taylor sending an astronaut bear. See, I told you guys that's Taylor. Taylor, it's Ron's mom. So Taylor 374898337 is Ron's mom. And let's look at all the gifts she gave Ron during his live stream. Oh, look, there's Penny Dreadful, Clara. Oh, wait, back there. Taylor sent an astronaut. DC Media Girl sent 20 coins. Taylor sent a cowboy bear. That's Ron's mom. Ron's mom sent a magician bear. DC Media Girl sent 99 golden fingers. Taylor sent a magician bear. I'm sorry. Ron's mom sent a magician bear. Ron's mom sent another astronaut. Look at that. Congrats, Ron's mom. You got 1 times coins by sending a magician bear. Ron's mom got 2 times coins for sending an astronaut bear. Oh my gosh, Beth Miss sent 100 likes to the broadcaster. DC Media Girl got 200 coins by sending a fortune launch. Oh, look at that. Number 1 top gifter, DC Media Girl. I love this. This is great. Look at that. Ron's mom sent another magician bear, another astronaut bear. His mom got 1-time coins for sending an astronaut bear. Oh, this is so exciting. Look at that. Clara sent more gold fingers. Woo! It's so exciting. It's a party up in here, isn't it? Look at that. Ron's mom sent a cowboy bear. Oh my gosh, and there's Issa Jana. Issa Jana sent a torch. Issa Jana, are you the one who made the call? No, it wasn't you, Jana? Crazy. Oh my god, look at that. Ron's mom sent another astronaut bear. Look at the astronaut bear that Ron's mommy sent him. Astronaut bear. That's 2 astronaut bears on this screenshot. Ron's mom got 2 times coins for sending Ron an astronaut bear. Yeah, the crowd goes wild. Oh my God. Ron's mom is the top 3 fan in this broadcast. Look at that lineup, folks. Oh, hold on. Let me zoom in for you. Look at that lineup, will you? Top 3 contributors, Clara Hondra, Beth Thomas, and Ron's mom. Woo! What else did Ronnie's mommy send him? Another astronaut bear. 2 astronaut bears. Yay, Ron's mom. Woo! Issa Jana sent 100 likes to the broadcaster and a torch. DC Meteor Girl sent 900 lucky hearts. She got 100 times coins for sending a lucky heart. Woo! Oh, look at that. Oh my God, Claire's making it rain, dropping coins on Ronnie. Oh, this is so exciting. Look at how much money Ron's making over on Live Me. Thanks to Clara, Beth Thomas, and his mommy. Fauntleroy, thank you so much for a super chat. I appreciate you. Your mother should never be your top groupie. That's right, Fauntleroy. You tell him. I appreciate you supporting my channel. Thank you so much. DC Media Girl making it rain down on Ron. What else do we have here? Oh my gosh. Somebody comes in the chat and says, Sam said Taylor's your mom. Cindy, give Ronnie more money. Who said that? Hold on. I'll show you guys. You don't believe me? I'll show you the screenshot. Just give me a second. All right. Y'all want to see the screenshot? Oh, shoot. I stopped sharing. Hold on. I meant to show you guys this one. Here we go. Look at that. Somebody named Destiny J0220 said, Sam said Taylor's your mom. Cindy, give Ronnie more money. Look at Ron's face when he read the comment. That was pretty funny. Yeah, so that was that. All right, so let's go over here to Ron's Rumble from Tuesday night, where you can hear right out of Ron's own mouth, right out of Ron Corbin's own mouth, you can hear everything that was reported to the Indiana Department of Child Services against us and our family on today, 2 days later. That's fucking wild. Isn't it? And now everybody has to stop what they're doing. Everybody has to get on the phone with their attorneys. Everybody has to get on the phone with their victim's advocate at the prosecuting attorney's office. Everybody has to set up meetings with DCS. You know what the worst part about this shit is? All because Clara and Ron are so fucking butthurt that me and Yaba didn't get canceled over something that somebody else fucking did that we had absolutely nothing to do with. Now Yaba's kids have to meet with DCS again. We have to sit the kids down and explain to them that once again, people on the internet have reported us to child services. Sassy mama, no, because they were not given permission to go to the school and talk with the kids. Did they try to do that? Is that what they intended to do? Yes.
What's up, Lydia?
I really hope the audio did not get distorted in this. I didn't think it did. Let me look. It is. Hold on. Reset. All right. Anyway.
Probably got my face shaped up a little bit. I have a bad habit of doing it.
Okay. Hold on. We're not doing that. I don't listen to it like that. Let's go over here. Just give me a second. For the moment, we'll borrow. Oh, hold on. All right, here we go.
What's up, Lydia? Well, I got my face shaped up a little bit.
Maggie Flowers, thank you so much for the super chat, hon. It's no astronaut bear, but here you go. Oh, it might as well be an astronaut bear, Maggie Flowers. Thank you so much. Midwest Bird Freak, thank you so much for gifting 5 Samantha Jean memberships. Alexis, welcome. Well deserved. Channel Cupcakes, Migazy, Mandy, Pat, and Ethan. Welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, Midwest Bird Freak. We appreciate your support. Where was I? Oh, over here. Let me scoot that. All right.
I have a bad habit of doing the opposite of what anybody tells me to do. And somebody's like, trim it.
No, a bad habit of doing the opposite of whatever anybody tells them to do. Maybe you should stop. Maggie Flower says, hey, Ron, where's my DVD copy of Mean Girls? Oof. Did you purchase a DVD of Mean Girls and not receive it, Maggie Flowers? That would be wild. Thank you so much for the super chat.
And I'm like, I'll do when I'm ready. Even if I know it looks like, I know it looked like shit. I don't care. Somebody told me to trim it. I don't do shit because nobody tells me what to do. The only person I'll let tell me what to do is a therapist. That is it. And because their advice, that's what they're trained for. Hey, what's up, Beth? What's up, Destiny? So,
well, I wouldn't be shocked, Maggie Flowers, seeing as history tends to repeat itself, especially where Mr. Corbin is concerned.
At one point I mute because I got a customer, but we haven't got our sign yet, and I haven't ordered a billboard yet, which I'm going to do. Just trying to figure out how far to go out. I think maybe out to Liberty, Richmond, over into Ohio a little bit, Cincinnati, places like that.
You guys want to hear something crazy? The DCS caseworker, his name's Dylan. He's a really nice dude. Anyway, he's listening to this right now. Isn't that wild? Yeah, he's listening to this video as we speak.
But I got a bunch more inventory coming in. This place is going to be stuffed to the gills, and I'm ordering a bunch of vintage stuff.
He's not listening to my live stream, but he's watching this live me replay. I should clarify.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I figured if I turn this on, maybe customers would come in. Tuesdays are usually pretty slow. Tattoo shop was slow today, too. I mean, when I say slow, I mean nobody. Usually Tuesdays are nobody days. This place next door has spurts, but, not everybody comes in here. We got to get more shit in the windows. We need to light it up. I need to order like a fucking big ass neon sign that's just a big dick and balls. That would get everybody's attention. They'd be like, honey, you see that glowing dick and balls over there? Come see what that is. What's up, Jana? What's going on? Thank you, Beth. Thank you, honey is home. I don't say your names. It just shows your pictures. I saw the pedo tree trimming company sneaking back into town earlier. They don't work in town anymore. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Connorsville. You're welcome. I got a pedophile that was an entrepreneur the fuck out of your town, out of our town. That's what's up. He may still do some local work. I remember one time they were doing work right next to a school. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure this motherfucker's not allowed anywhere near a school. Kind of like Jesse. Which I hear is still a really hot topic.
This was 2 nights ago. Don't forget. See, August 20th, 2 nights ago.
I imagine anybody hiding a secret like that, it's gonna be a hot topic for a while. Shit. What's up, Mac? Jack J Mac all day. What you gonna say? We can make things out of clay all day. Just make me gay. No way. So I'm at work. I'm fucking bored. I've hooked up a small TV over here. Got play movies. Kind of got everything reset a little bit. Got listening to some different type of music. We saw this band called Knocked Loose, but before Slipknot, and they're an acquired taste, but they have this song called Suffocate. I love it. Look how damn good I look. I look good. Damn, son. I know I got the fake sideburns going on, but man, I know 47, bro. You know what I'm saying? 40 fucking 7. What's up? I'm almost 50 years old, and I don't have a wrinkle on my face. When my next concert is next week, I think. It's going to be Alice Cooper. And I am going to tell them to, first thing I'm going to say, I'm going to come back and I'm going to, what's up, babe? What's up, man? I'm going to go get my piece seats. No, we got to.
All right. Sorry for making you guys listen to all that bull crap while I was busy doing something else. I'm going to tap through.
We got to finish this one. I can't wait to do that. Still tight. Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, he's the only guy I'll trust. And I advertised with my phone, and it's professional.
Wait. Listen to this shit. Okay, so he says, I guess he's been making friends with the dude that owns the tattoo shop next door, and he said that he's going to be shooting a commercial for the tattoo shop next door, and he's talking about it here. Listen.
And I advertised the tattoo. I'm closing at 7. If no one's come in. Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, he's the only guy I'll trust. Giving me a tattoo. We're shooting a commercial this weekend too. And I advertised locally that I would shoot commercials. I mean, really, I could shoot it with my phone, edit it with my phone, and it'd be in 4K. And I have these microphone things that you just clip on. It's professional quality. It's amazing what you can do with the phone. People be breaking out that 85-pound, $6 trillion camera. I can do that shit on my phone, dude. You know, when I get my next upgrade, I'll be doing special effects and stuff. King Blake shared the broadcast. What's up, Nyaka? I hear that poor Corey's been like crying and rage quitting a lot. Remember when a couple times I cried because of my son.
He's talking about Yaba.
Passed away, and they made fun of me for rage quitting. Yeah, I thought big girls don't cry. Rage quit, Yaba. Why doesn't anybody understand that I needed to grip up with the torpedo? I just think it's funny, ironic, all kinds of things. Full circle. It is full circle. It is full circle. Lots of people setting lots of rules that they can't follow. So, yeah, I mean, man, I'm into giving the same energy, right? So if I'm into giving the same energy and you come into my house and shit on my floor, I'm going to go to your house and I'm going to shit on your floor. Same energy, right? I mean, that's pretty gross to walk to somebody's house and shit on their floor, though. That's disgusting. I don't know why you would do that. I mean, sometimes really big fat girls, kind of like when they fart, they can't tell that they shit because that part of their butt is so far away from their body that the nerve endings are immune. And I identify as a gay lesbian. Whatever that is. I mean, I'm a gay lesbian man. No, I'm a gay lesbian woman. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Why the redundancies? I'm trying, it's a math problem. It's like X plus Y equals, but dad paid a baby daddy. Fucking hilarious. Suffer as we all have, He-Man. Suffering is life, man. Life is suffering. That's all it is. Born, don't get a choice in it, and then you fucking try to make it to, like 50 without getting colon cancer because of all the fucking red meat and shit, fucking bullshit people put in their bodies. If anybody's got Twitter, share this. I got banned for 10 hours because of Fedora Hag. Because I said, shut up, you old WH word, and you don't have kids. But that was like months ago. So I guess you got a little bored and reported it today. I don't live on Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter for days. I was planning on going on a month, but
As per usual, what's one thing we know about old Ronaldo? He leaves town or fucks off before his fuck shit goes down, doesn't he? Look at this, 817. This is my last post for a while. Yab and Sam, enjoy poverty. See y'all in a month. And then yesterday, I'll be removing all my socials dedicated to this AIDS. Shocker, I know. Hold on.
Because I understand how it is sometimes.
That's the wrong one. Damn it. What the hell? Okay. I think this is it.
What? That they are people in their 50s or late 60s all drawing SSI and just throwing it at her for the dead pedo baby daddy shit. I was like, I assumed as much. So I thought.
I got sent one link, and you know how it is. Had nothing to do with nothing. And then I get on Twitter, and I see a firestorm brewing. I hear about Corey crying every time she goes live. What do you want me to do? Now see, if if that were me, screaming and crying and saying, "What do you want me to do? Commit suicide," somebody would have sent in a welfare check. Did anybody send a welfare check?
What was that?
On a month, but
hold on. EJ, thank you so much for the super chat. Ronald, no one has ever loved you and nobody wants to watch you. You will never be successful. Your whole family is humiliated by you. You are alone. EJ, thank you for that message. Very well said. Well thought out. We appreciate your support.
I got sent one link, and you know how it is. Had nothing to do with nothing. And then I get on Twitter, and I see a firestorm brewing. I hear about Corey crying every time she goes live. What do you want me to do? Now see, if if that were me.
Can be screenshots of people and regular viewers of ours. You're appalled at what you're seeing regular viewers of ours saying in chats?
Screaming and crying and saying, "What do you want me to do? Commit suicide?" Somebody would have sent in
Yeah, I see.
a welfare check. Did anybody
Thank you
send
for clarifying, Camby. Camby's meant Grift Gang, not our tots.
a welfare check?
Wait, what?
Screaming and crying and saying, "What do you mean to do?" Somebody would have sent in a welfare check. Did anybody send a welfare check? If they didn't, Yaba, it means they don't give a fuck about you. Because see, everybody cared about me so much that even when I didn't do it, they sent a welfare check. That's concerning to be screaming that around, vulnerable individuals. That's crazy, man. That had to be scary hearing that in the other room. Like, oh my God, is she gonna delete herself? Oh my God, that's scary crap, dude. Oh, she wants sympathy. Yeah, that baiting people with that's the best way to do that. That grift works for somebody like 2 times and then it's over with. By the way, Beth, you'll find this ironic. I found out that about 85% of her audience are Social Security recipients.
The nerve of this motherfucker when his number 2 and number 3 gift giver on across all platforms is Beth Thomas of all fucking people. The nerve of you. And he knows he's gonna address it. Girly World, that bitch, thank you so much for the super chat. It's because we know Sham is there for her, unlike you who's always alone. Thank you so much for the super chat and the support. We appreciate you.
Oh, what? That they are people in their 50s or late 60s, all drawing SSI and just throwing it at her for the dead pedo baby daddy shit. I was like, I assumed as much.
That's what the fuck he's mad about. That's what this is all about. That's why DCS was at our door again today. Because he's pissed off because he perceives this whole situation as instead of us being canceled and escorted out of the community like him and Clara were so fucking sure was going to happen, he just sees everybody as throwing money at us and us, as he keeps saying, grifting off of this situation. That's what he's so fucking mad about. That's what old Beggy's mad about too. Did y'all notice how Beg Linda really started running her cocksucker and pocket watching her and Cliffy? Hold on, there was like a piece of fuzz hanging off of my mic and I just could not get it. It was really distracting. Oh, hold on, what's this? Here it is. This is the one I'm looking for. This is what this is all about. All of it. Okay, that's pissing me off because it's still there. Like, are you kidding me? Or is it not on my mic? Anyway, hold on just a second. Let me get that screenshot off of my... That's the one. Wait, where'd it go? This is why their asses are so chapped. Because we didn't get run off, and we didn't run off. We didn't do anything wrong. Lisa Simpson, thank you so much for the super chat and for supporting my channel. Cry more, Ron Aid. That was a banger, Lisa Simpson. Thank you for that. This is what they're really mad about. Look what Clara said on July 27th when Clara Frank and Ron Corbin did a live broadcast on Ron Corbin's Rumble channel titled Yaba's Baby Daddy is a Diddler. They really thought that we were done, that we would be escorted out. Flutterby ASMR, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you supporting my channel. Is it Flutterby or Flutterby? I'll say Flutterby. Anyway, karma will get him, clown emoji. That's right. Agent of Chaos Jean, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate your support of my channel. Agent of Chaos Jean says, because I can, Ron Aid. That's right. You tell him. You tell him, Agent of Chaos Jean. Gina. Amazing World says, can you go to jail for false allegations like that? It is a felony in the state of Indiana to make false DCS reports, is my understanding. Tally 420, thank you so much for the super chat. Sending super chats is like sending a hug. It makes us, the subs, feel less helpless in a sense. At least it was for me. We love you both. We love you too, Tally 420. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support always. Missing Mimic says, straight to jail, Ron. So this is what Clara Frank had to say on July 27th, the same day that she and Ron hosted a Rumble live stream on Ron's Rumble channel titled Yaba's Baby Daddy's a Pedo, where Ron Corbin and Clara Frank posted an only partially redacted copy of a statutorily confidential DCS report detailing the sexual assault of a 4-year-old family member of ours. I just don't understand why Ronaldo would do such a thing and then turn around today and call DCS on us and also make that a part of the report. Like, did you not think when DCS came to our door and let us know that you've called again and they tell us the allegations that are in the report and the SA of our 4-year-old family member by a dead man is brought into it? Did you not think we were going to pull up the Rumble stream where Ron Corbin put a copy of that report onto the internet and read it out loud? What do you think that DCS worker? Hold on, I have to take this call. Give me a second. That was Dylan, the DCS worker. He is very sorry that we are having to deal with all of this. Sassy Mama, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Sassy Mama says, the last of my SSI check. You take it, Sam. Thank you. Excuse me. IKB, that is their end game, running you and Yaba offline, considering the grandstanding they done regarding reacting to the girls. They can't exactly take your place. Exactly. Exactly. So then what? On to the next one. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think the DCS worker thought and said when they seen on screen Ron Corbin and Clara Frank with a statutorily confidential DCS report plastered up on their Rumble channel? That was probably pretty fucking stupid, you know. Langley, thank you so much for the super chat. You are always so generous. We appreciate you supporting us. Thank you, Langley. Please, on behalf of everyone here, go buy you and Yam a couple of those astronaut bears. Will do. Astronaut bears, here we come. Thank you so much for your support, Langley. I mean, you just didn't think this through, you know? And I trust me, I get it. I know. I already know. I didn't make the call. You can't do shit to me. Oh, well. I mean, well, I guess we'll see. Oh, yeah. Also, Owl did that as well, didn't she? That's right. Over there in Pennsylvania. Owl. You might have should have thought that through too. Remember, Owl took the time and the great care and the effort at the beginning of her stream where she put it up on her YouTube channel, and she wanted to make sure that she had it blown up enough that everybody could get clear screenshots of the CPS report of the investigation that detailed, when I'm not just using that word, the report literally detailed the SA of a 4-year-old child. And Owl took great time and care to make sure that she enlarged the image enough that everybody could, and these are her words, get clean screenshots. You're right. She did do that, didn't she? And that sucks for you, Owl, because now that this DCS has been at our door again, like now there's going to be a lot of attorneys involved, not just our attorney. There's going to be prosecutors, the DCS attorney. You know, DCS has an attorney. Mm-hmm. That's too bad for you, Owl.
So I thought you would get a chuckle out of that since they,
Yeah, exactly, AK. We hope that everyone who loves and supports the Kiwi farmers who have made their place over there in the grift gang, the chat and the wrench holders. Strawberry douche, I love you, you racist bitch. Strawberry douche, olive oil, pink lava, you know. The ones who posted a picture of our house on Kiwi Farms and put a sign in the front yard that said map friendly house. Owl is eggs over easy on the farms. Yes, Kimberlina. And eggs over easy on the farms is the account owned by Owl that put the completely unredacted DCS report. Owl's the one who was over there sniffing through a dead man's Facebook and looking at pictures from 2 Christmases ago. Anyway, let's go back to listening to Ron tell us on Tuesday night everything that was going to be contained in the DCS report. Present day, 2 days later.
I busted your dink over giving me a couple bucks. Beth don't go overboard. She just shows appreciation. She knows that negs, it doesn't matter.
Beth don't go overboard. She just shows appreciation.
The amount, it's the gesture. She's one that understands the gesture goes a long way. So, yeah, she's taking people's disability.
Really? Our Panda Perpetual Pundu? Good to know.
Money, they're dead. They're probably widows. The dude couldn't wait to get away from the fucking woman, so he had a widowmaker, and they're spending his Social Security, probably his pension, and all this other stuff. So, yeah. Information is handy. I mean, it's sad. It's sad to see because, you know, I know a lot of people like, dude, I'm not a spring chicken. I'm 47, but I know a lot of people in their late 50s and late 60s who do a lot of volunteer work with the elders.
Toffee 2, thank you so much for gifting 20 Samantha Jean memberships. Holy shit. Look at all those memberships going out to the chat. Jaya, Cold Brew. Oh my God. Percy, Kissed by Fire, Cinnamon Toast Clout, Palm's Mom, D. Lan, Minnie Motu, Phyllis Jones, Lala's Brain. Oh God, I lost it again. Where was I? There we go. Smallest Side of Beans, Panda Shih Tzu, Shay, Just a Karen, Rachel Hay, Chris92. I'm a candy ask lurking in the chat. I see you get. Ima got a membership. So nice to see you, Ima. Carlotta Alada, Cindy Lopez. It is what it is. SK, welcome, new members. That is so nice. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support, everybody. We really do. Toffee Chew, thank you so much. You guys are great. Thank you.
Really, they do a lot of different things. They don't give their money to people who hide pedos and want to put respect on his name and stuff. They don't do that.
You know what's crazy is like back in December when that shit went down between us and Belinda and the Z interview and all that, and I lost like 1,000 subscribers and they thought I was canceled and all that shit. And now they really thought that this was gonna like completely just finish me off, take Yaba out too. And really truly, we've lost no support. None. We've not lost subscribers. You're not seeing people on Twitter or in comment sections saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe this. You know, this is too much. Now this has gone too far. I can't support Sam and Gavin." None of that. None of that. And boy, despite the round the clock fucking efforts of the entire Grift Gang Attic and the fan fiction fail farmers. I mean, these motherfuckers are working around the clock, aren't you? Damn it, Amber. Damn it, Amber. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, this one right here. This one, Amber Murphy, this one is going to cost you. That one right there. That one's going to cost you. Look at that 2 days ago, August 20th, 2:30 p.m. Damn it, Amber says Yaba has to water down the words pedophile and predator because she has to protect her family's personal pedophile from being exposed, ... question mark. Ron retweets it and says, or maybe she's a diddler. Oh, look at that. It's going to cost you both. I cannot wait. We're going to make a whole ass fucking production out of the day that Yaba and I sign over the deed and hand the deed and the title and hand over everything Ron ever owned to the Connections Cafe in a charitable donation. Ron's grandma's house is going to be completely renovated using Clara's dead aunt's money. Completely renovated. It's going to be gifted to the Connections Cafe to use as a halfway house for their clientele or however they see fit. Transitional housing for their clientele. Yamano Zami, thank you so much for being a member for 27 months. Shamrocks for sure. I will always be here to support you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Becca James, thank you for being a member for 18 months. Y'all are my thoughts and prayers. We appreciate you. Yeah, it's going to be a public. We're going to throw a fucking block party to benefit the Connections Cafe. We're going to sign over not only Ron's grandma's Buick, which, by the way, will be fully restored, but also both of Clara's Hyundais will be donated to the Connections Cafe. Won't they, babe?
Mm-hmm. I already know how they're going to, I can tell you now how the Grift Gang is going to respond to this and how they're going to justify this. If Sam hadn't called CPS on Ron, maybe they wouldn't be, where they are right now. The difference, let me make that really clear before they even start to say stuff like that, is those accusations were 100% true. And if you think that not reporting somebody for, okay, so if you went to a school pickup line and you seen some dad there to pick up their son, have 12, 13, 14, 11, doesn't matter, right? And he was high or he was drunk and you didn't report that, you're part of the problem.
Exactly.
If you knew that somebody who was constantly under the influence of God knows what, leaving weapons around their kids,
Their autistic, severely
if you didn't
disabled little
report
boy.
that, you would be part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So that those accusations were legit. The shit that they told the CPS workers, the fact that I was sending my kids after that got found out, after that was discovered, is not true. And not only was it not true, they could look right there and see that we had a restraining order immediately.
We've shown the internet that we got an immediate restraining order.
Still took that.
They have seen the unredacted DCS report because Foul Owl, who is Eggs Over Easy on the farms, put it on the farms. They've seen the DCS report because she put it on YouTube. They've seen the DCS report because Ron has put it on Rumble. Damn it, Amber's put it on Twitter. So everyone's seen the report. The date is on there.
I just don't know where you, just like all the other reports that they made for us, it
Mm-hmm.
was all fake.
Mm-hmm. All just made
all
up.
Made up. And coming from
Domestic violence in the home.
Like every single time that he has done this, he has went on the internet and said everything that he's going to say.
Right before.
And then they told the CPS that I was making threats of suicide in front of my kids.
Yeah, we haven't got there completely in his live me yet, but
in front of my kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
In front of my kids. What did Ron say on his stream the other day? That I did it in front of my kids.
Yeah.
Did it
in front of vulnerable individuals. No, it's not.
I just said is that the point that you all are trying to drive me to with all this bullshit that you keep throwing up in my face that has nothing to do with me.
Not to mention the fact that your kids weren't here. It was in the middle of a school day.
Exactly. Well, he can't relate to that because
right.
his 16-year-old
drop out
in 7th grade. So, I mean, I understand that, you know. It's just the level of insanity, you know, of that. And just like that DCS worker, he's like, well, do you want to schedule a meeting? You know, can we schedule a meeting? I'm like, well, yeah, but, and so I'm telling him I'm rattling off my schedule for the rest of the evening because my kids don't just go to school. They have after school events, all 3 of them. But no, I think we did the right thing by going through Manning and saying no.
Yeah.
You know, this is where it stops. You know, that's it.
DCS is not getting access to the children.
No, because
that's been made clear.
Yeah, they all need to go through a court, and it all needs to be.
Yep.
That way, you know,
we're not exposing the kids to this shit ever again. No. And if they want to go to the court and get a court order and court order us to produce the children, well, that puts us in front of a judge.
Yeah, exactly. It's just insanity. It's insanity, and what's so crazy is they literally come out in front of a camera and word for word say it.
Literally, like the whole we'll have the report likely by tomorrow.
Yeah.
If not Monday at the latest. And we have this live me from 2 days ago where literally everything he says in this live me is what that report was.
And that's the thing though, like people don't even know what's already going on behind the scenes. Like that's already in progress.
You mean this?
That's already in front of us. Exactly.
That's no lie list either.
No. That's real deal. So I mean I guess fuck around and find out. So can you mute that and tell me what else was said?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. All right. I have some super chats to catch up on. Hang on. Crazy Blonde Bitch. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, my count's in the negative. Take my money. Love to you and Yaba. Thank you so much for your support. Fallen Angel 69_69. Go girl. She's feeling herself. Once I like your channel, you're stuck with me. Thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Rainy in the Desert. Member for 7 months. You and Yaba are amazing people and always have our support. There's a firestorm coming for them. Love y'all. Love you too. Thank you for the super chat. Rojo, you and Yaba are building her children up in spite of their situation. Ron has never truly sacrificed his weed money to better his kids, and that's a lot of money. Prayers for your children. Thank you, Rojo. Stumbled upon, thank you for being a member for 6 months. You and Yaba are doing everything to protect your kids. The grifting is actively hurting them with their actions. They are. Well, no more. The children aren't going to be exposed to this. And you better hope to fucking woo child. Whoever made that call for Ron, or if it was Ron himself, whatever the case may be, Ron, hold on, Ron, Clara, and whoever from the short list made the call. You better fucking hope that DCS. You better hope that DCS does not decide that they want to go get a court order to talk to these children, because, well, that's when we enter the fuck around. Or I'm sorry, that's where we enter the find out phase. Well, okay, no. That's when we enter phase 3 of the find out phase of this little situation between us all.
So, yeah, that puts me in a bit of a pinch.
Where was it? In the bathroom?
In the laundry basket.
Well, that's what happens when you don't get home till like 10 o'clock at night from a stupid game.
Fingers crossed. I mean, I have no choice but to let this out now.
Your uniform's clean.
My uniform's clean. Thank you. I love it too. All right, I go feed her.
All right. Stumbled upon, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Maggie K, so sorry this is all happening. Thoughts and prayers. Thank you, Maggie K. We appreciate you all so much. Damn it, Amber Murphy. Felony probation for another, what, 8 years, 7.5, whatever the case may be. What do you think your probation officer and the judge is going to say about your part in the harassment that's going on of our family, that's now being put in front of Child Protective Services, judges, prosecutors, victims advocates? Oh, you didn't do nothing though, did you, Amber Murphy? Okay. I mean, okay.
Good thing I'm not a mandated reporter. Beth, never say that.
Tenacious 8. Sean is not my ex. Are you kidding? Sean is truthfully Trisha's ex.
Never say that, because
Tater Fluff, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Forever Basic Betty, just now here. Got to catch up. All right. Well, I think the DVR is off. But yeah, I think you get the gist of it. And there's always a replay, gang. Thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Deja Blue Bear, I think I missed your membership milestone. I'm sorry. The number one thing the Grip Gang doesn't have that y'all do is ride or dies. I'm with y'all all the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Thank you, Cats Rule. If you could shoot the URL of that account into my DM, that would be great.
whatever you give is enough. It's plenty.
Yeah, Beth, whatever you give is enough, and you better hope to fucking God you're not the one who made that call.
I've always tried to explain it to people. It doesn't, because I understand how it is sometimes, like when the shit pops up on the screen and somebody sees a $50 one, then they're hesitant to give $5. Who cares? I see somebody get a $100 one, I give them.
Thank you, Cats.
$1. You know what I'm saying? Who cares who can give it?
Oh, he says he is not a mandated reporter, but he has said that Clara is. Really? What would make Clara a mandated reporter? Anyway, about it. Do you know how many people were watching this particular live me broadcast on Tuesday, August the 20th, 2024? I can tell you approximately 5 total people. Indy, thank you so much for being a member for 19 months. You're late. That's fine. Thank you for being here.
Everybody has different financial means. Dude, I swear to God, I have a pet gnat. I have a pet gnat. It's been flying around me all day. I feel like Pigpen is what I feel like right now. Vladimir Ahmed. All right. See, we're diverse here in the Negative Nation. Oh. Dude, I'm telling you, that rage quitting and crying and that deleting, baiting isn't going to go over well with a lot of people. I don't like it because
Tenacious, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. It's just that, you come here and accuse me of being Sean Curley's ex-wife. It's kind of a blow to the gut, as if,
I've lost a lot of people that I've loved. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot of people I loved to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just disrespectful. I mean, and this is the deal, dude. People who talk about it or even talk about it, they don't. They don't. It's the people who say nothing and they do. Every time. I've experienced it. Not a warning, nothing. Just they did what? And that's why people always say, maybe it's a homicide or something, because it's hard to accept that. But no, that's just the way it is. Just the way it is. So to go out there.
It's totally fine, Tenacious. It's a lot. It's a lot. It goes back 7-8 years. And the road is a twisty, turny one. So no problem. But no, I'm not Sean's ex.
Tell people like, what was it, Belinda? What do you want me to do? Like, what did you want me to do over Mason? What did you want me to do?
What did we want you to do over Mason? Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Stop lying is what we wanted you to do, I guess.
What you were crying about. Period. Punctuation mark.
He's talking about self-unaliving, in case you weren't aware. Oh, don't be embarrassed.
I mean,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you. Jojo Cannon, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Forever Basic Betty, you shall be. The kids are the true victims here. Exactly.
No, it doesn't feel good, does it? No.
Right, Ratatouille. There's a reason I sell notebooks.
It doesn't. And all your kids are alive. That's the crazy part. And like, I would be like finding a way out of this. And the only way out of it is to leave the internet. Or make good with people. Make good with every single person you've ever screwed over, perjured yourself on the stand over.
Hear that? You need to leave the internet. That's what he's saying.
Out of it. And like, I would be like finding a way out of this. And the only way out of it is to leave the internet.
The only way out of it is to leave the internet. That's what they're fucking pissed about. What do you think if you continue to send DCS to our house that we'll fucking leave the internet? You got me fucked up. You must not know me, which is wild. Wild. Because you would think by now, anyone who's been around long enough, Ron, Clara, would know by now. It might take some time. We might take some L's along the way. We might have to, keep being told no. But see, there's just one thing about me. I don't take no for an answer. Like, I just don't.
Or make good with people. Make good with every single person you've ever screwed over, perjured yourself on the stand over, or anything like that.
Make good with whom? He's implying that we should make good with whom? Who the fuck are you trying to tell us we need to make good with? Do you remember back in, 2021, when we gave Ron what he was demanding back then, and he got a sincere apology from both of us, and we left him the fuck alone, didn't even so much as watch him for the better part of a year? And what happened? He came back around with a fucking vengeance. And why? Because his fucking mouth and his actions got him not only yeeted off of YouTube permanently and forever, but 2 criminal charges by the state of Massachusetts. And I have the screenshot. I have to find it. But I have the screenshot of Ron saying, I don't give a fuck about a truce. I lost everything. Those bitches are losing everything too. We hadn't said a fucking word about him in over a year. Not a word. Left him alone. Gave him what the fuck he wanted. All the way around, left him alone. Didn't so much as utter his name.
That's how we missed
Nothing.
all that gaining ground and shit.
Yep.
And all that stuff because we weren't watching.
No.
We literally tapped out.
Yep.
Only into the Foodie Beauty show.
Yeah. That's when he was over there fucking around with Gaining Ground and Belinda and the fucking farmers gassed him up.
We're not in that. We're not watching. Yep.
Had no idea. That's how we didn't know what the fuck Belinda was about. We weren't fucking watching.
That's your safe cupcake.
Why is it safe? Oh,
because kids are on their way home. I mean, they're gonna be here and they're not gonna be around very much longer.
There's not a lot of icing on that one.
On.
Did you hear me?
What did you say?
There's not a lot of icing on that one.
I might have licked it. I can't remember.
I see where you licked it.
Did I lick that one?
No.
Tell them how I'll eat the tops off of your cupcakes.
Fuck off. She said my cupcakes were dry.
They were horrible.
Whatever. I can't tell. You came in here covered in chocolate. Whatever. I digress. They did suck. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna stop me from eating it though. It's chocolate. With chocolate icing. She knows I need a snack break. She said this morning she don't like icing. She really doesn't. Cat's rule. And Cat's rule said I guess she doesn't make everything moist. Back to you, Ron. Let's tell us more about what you're about to report to DCS on us.
But it's really going to be really hard for people to get past this. Put some respect on the diddler's name. The diddler on the roof. Oh. Am I making any sense here? I'm not trying to talk in parables, but am I making any sense?
Gaining Pounds, thank you so much for the super chat. So sorry you're going through this. Love y'all. Love y'all too. Thank you so much for the support. You know, the Attic, the Grift Gang, Fail Farmers, and Friends, they just want to keep talking about, you're not going to get, no one's going to get past, put respect on his name. And I suspect we're going to be hearing that literally for years to come. We're going to be hearing certain motherfuckers repeating that. And here's the thing is that the only people who have issue with that statement are people who already had issue with us. How do you all not see that? Why don't you just let it go? You're not going to get anywhere with it. Thank you so much, baby. You're so cute. I love you. Nobody has issue with that statement except for the people who already fucking had issue with us. And they are using it, turning it into something they know it's not. I mean, it's whatever.
Great. I like it when that makes sense. I go live on TikTok, but I get reported for tobacco that I'm not using. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Carrie Lynn, thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever a Basic Betty.
It'd be like flagging somebody for using a treadmill that they're not using. What are you talking about? You are blocked permanently because, listen, I can't even take the house because it's in a living trust. You moron. How you go? What are you gonna do? You assume me over what? Let's check this out. Defamation case.
Somebody come in and said that we were going to take his grandma's house, and we are. We're going to take his grandma's house from him. We're going to take his grandma's car. We're going to take Clara's cars. And we're going to take a fuck ton of Clara's dead aunt's money.
Minimum cost $50,000. Minimum cost $50,000. Minimum. Bare minimum. And most likely you don't ever have to prove, you won't be able to prove loss of income that equals that amount. You pay 50 grand for an attorney and get a free fucking ink pen. So
that's crazy that he says that, because he said just recently that in the state of Indiana, you don't have to prove, he said you don't have to prove losses. You just have to prove that it occurred. I don't know. I don't look into that sort of thing because that's just, not really an avenue that we've been exploring necessarily yet. I guess we'll find out though, won't we? Nobody would want the store, Yamano Zami. Even if they offered the store, I wouldn't want. Why would you strap me with a fucking failure? Right, that would be financial damages. You have to prove damages, emotional damages or financial damages. Thank you, AK. She would know.
They need to touch ass is what they need to do, and not their own. Stop playing with your own ass. It's disgusting. Wash your hands. Do you know what a living, or is it a living estate or a living estate? Do you know what a living estate is?
Do you know what a living estate is?
Funny is it's probably coming from somebody who inherited a whole house and had it just trimmed out from underneath of them. Oh man. Really
Blue Rooster, thank you so much for the super chat. Just cause we appreciate you.
Brilliant legal minds on the internet. I know somebody on Twitter was getting a little mad because they were like talking mad stuff, and I told them to come and make me be quiet. And I don't think people appreciate that too much, to be told like, hey, come, do something. Because it's, the smack talk is old. You like, what you're going to say some words of what's going to happen. My head's going to explode.
Yes, Cats Roll. That's just so that the nursing home doesn't take the house. And so that likely it was also to ensure that the grandma would qualify for Medicaid, because you cannot offload your assets and then turn around and apply for Medicaid. Like, it doesn't work that way.
I don't want to get a black eye magically. Nah.
Alex Glitter, we're not seeing him because Live Me, he has it where you can't screen record. And so this is just the audio. Good looking out for Wick.
A couple people crazy enough to show up somewhere, and we know who one is, who's on their third instance already of harassment. So congratulations.
Oh, they're trying to say I'm on my third instance of harassment. Well, like you said, Ronald, do something.
Let's give them a round of applause. 3 strikes, you're out, right? I got beef with dudes locally. You know where I'm at right now, and they don't show up. So, yep. What's up, honey K? People love the drama.
I don't know. I thought he was talking about me because he said people who've come here or something like that.
They love it. They love it.
You have to have gotten rid of the house or income 5 years before meeting the nursing home. Yes. Tenacious, several. This mentally ill lunatic has several firearms provided to him by his girlfriend, Clara Frank.
Love it.
He's 5'6". Yeah, he's shorter than Yaba. Wait, let me
Oh yeah.
Let me fact check.
You know how I know they love it?
What does this say? White male, 5'9", 185 pounds, brown hair, blue eyes. All right, we stand corrected. 5'9".
Because I looked on Twitter. That's how I know. Keys, my freaking eyes. Thank you, Jan. Appreciate you. Oh, we didn't even do no head to head or nothing. But yeah, I really just came on here to laugh at Corey for getting the boomerang. It took 7 years, but that boomerang came back around pretty quick.
What's this boomerang you speak of, Mr. Corbin? What's the boomerang? I don't understand. What is it? What happened? What are you talking about? Last I checked, Corey was happy, healthy, has 3 healthy, well-adjusted children, all doing well in school, heavily involved in extracurricular activities. She's got one on the National Honor Society, married to the love of her life, 2 dogs, 3 cats who bring her so much joy every day. What's your life look like right now, Ron? How's everything going for you? Boomerang. Yeah, Bradley. What was Ron's kids' GPA again? I think Alex or AK might recall that number. Cat's Rule says he used the boomerang analogy last time he called CPS. I believe that.
All I know is I can say for the rest of my life that I have never been with a diddler. I was never married to one. And I didn't divorce that one and hook up with somebody who was still married to one. That sounds like the plot of a movie, like in a trailer park. Picture it. You got this old trailer park, and everybody is like all cool and shit, except for that one trailer where these 2 giant fat women demand that everybody puts respect on some diddler's name. That make a great script. I wonder who I can get played. We even show the death scene with the hands behind the back in the yard. Oh. I already envisioned it in my head, foaming at the mouth, convulsing. What do you want me to do? Hey, the difference between my fooling and anybody else's is I don't ever step into anybody's real life because, like, nobody deserves that, especially if they've got vulnerable individuals in their home. Thank you, Beth. Boom! I'm on fire. Literally. Look, man, I know people whose kids had died of an overdose. By the time they died, they were comfortable calling them a piece of crap that their kid died the moment they...
Shut up. Oh, look at that. Oh, Hillbilly Beg Linda weighing in as per usual. Boy, you would think at some point, Belinda, you would decide that enough is enough coming from you. As if last Friday wasn't bad enough. Remember, Belinda? Cry more, yabba. Remember that? You should have stopped there. This is Belinda's tweet. Ain't nobody called CPS on them. Bitch, show it. Bitch, show it. What the fuck would make you think that we would come on here claiming that DCS was at our house again if they A, were not here, and B, were not willing to show it. Today, 1:39 p.m. Hello, this is Samantha Telfer, Corey Ruth's wife. I'm sorry we didn't get your name regarding the Harris children. That is the DCS caseworker's name. And if you don't believe that that's a DCS caseworker, there's his email address at dcs.in.gov. Hey, Belinda, don't choke on it. Don't choke on it, Belinda. Would hate for you to choke on it, Belinda. Maybe I shouldn't say things like that too much. You know, seeing as how manifestation is a thing, right, Belinda?
They shot up their first dose because then they become a thief. So I'm not gonna have sympathy for, well, especially that guy. But even if he wasn't into babies, I still I wouldn't have much sympathy, because by that point the person is a shell of who they are. Now they're a zombie. They're fully dependent on the dope. They can't get through the day without it. Yep, synced it with my own eyes. Watch people deteriorate, go from, and trust me, man, I wouldn't, if there's no fucking way I would send my kid to somebody's house knowing that they did anything. Seriously,
Wow, that's crazy that Ron said that 2 days ago, because that's exactly what was said in the DCS report, claiming that Yaba sent her children over there after it was discovered what happened, what the allegations were. Now he knows that's not true. Everybody knows that's not true, right? Because Owl and Ron and Clara and Belinda and Gigi all went over that DCS report in one way or another and have either posted it online or read it or discussed it and perpetrated um shit that they just know is not true. They knew when the allegation occurred. They know that we got an EPO immediately. I showed it, even though they're out there trying to say we didn't get an EPO. We absolutely did. We showed it, Belinda. Belinda, bitch, show it. Did you see? Well, since Belinda's watching now, since we're sure Belinda's watching now, Belinda, do you want me to show the EPO? Oh, I don't need to, do I? Because I showed it the other day and you seen it, didn't you? And of course, they know exactly when that man died. Miss Anthropy, thank you so much for the super chat. Late, but sounds like Hutch is having a mantrum. Yes, Miss Ann, basically. Yeah, show your credit report, or show your credit being checked, Belinda. How about that? Hey, Belinda, why don't you show the DMs between you and Z? All of them. No? Okay. Belinda just wants to report on the other side of the story.
I don't even care. You smoke, or alcoholic. Nah, man, when you trust your kid with somebody, you got to know they're going to come home alive and in one piece. All right, let's do that again. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. That's why my kid, he had one sleepover when he was 5 with a girl I was seeing, and that was the last sleepover he ever had.
Did you guys hear that? Specifically, first of all, I want to draw your attention to the way he absolutely fucking tripped over that. So he's either lying, making it up and lying, which at this point is probably better if you were making that up and lying on the spot there Mr. Corbin, as it sounded, because the alternative is no better. Why in the fuck would you be sending your severely disabled, autistic little boy to have a sleepover at a woman's house who you were seeing? Clearly, the relationship wasn't that serious to where you were living together. You mean to tell me that as father of the fucking year over here, Ronald P. fucking Corbin, that he is such a provider and protector of his children, that when his son was a little boy, he let the little boy go to a sleepover at his girlfriend's house? And from the sounds of it, sounds like something happened because he said that was the last time his kid ever got to go to a sleepover. So what happened? Why were you sending your child somewhere where he would be harmed? You're literally admitting you did exactly what you're accusing Yaba of having done, that you know Yaba didn't do, because you know the date of the allegation, you know the date that we got the EPO, and you know the date that that man died. It was less than 72-hour time span. So you know when you say that, you're fucking lying. But here we are, out of your own fucking mouth, that you sent your child, your little boy, your autistic little boy, who already, according to you, survived so much fucking trauma in his early years. You sent him to a sleepover to some girlfriend's house. Let's listen again.
When you do that again, you got to know they're going to come home alive. And nah, man, when you trust your kid with somebody, you got to know they're going to come home alive and in one piece. All right, let's do that again. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate
Thanks for being here, Manning.
you. That's why my kid, he had one sleepover when he was 5 with a girl I was seeing.
When he was 5? How old was the child when he got him? 3?
When he was 5 with a girl I was seeing, and
With my good, with the, what if he's, listen to how he says it. Listen.
that's why my kid, he had one sleepover when he was 5 with a girl I was seeing, and that was the last sleepover he ever had. Who was Corey? Yabba dabba don't, yabba dabba doo doo, yabba dabba boo hoo.
That's concerning. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, the nerve of you. Goofy dumb, goofy hoe bitch. Thank you so much for the super chat. Didn't this guy leave his kid in the care of YouTube strangers and firearms while they got wasted? Yes, goofy dumb, goofy hoe bitch. That was when the kid was like 8. Yes, something for you. He did. Remember, we watched the video of Sean, Trisha's ex-husband, Sean, telling us all about that. It's a short clip. We're going to watch it just in case anybody gathered here today is new. Maybe never seen it before. You guys don't have to take my word for it. So we just heard from Ron himself about him having let his 5-year-old disabled autistic little boy have a sleepover at his girlfriend's at the age of 5, that apparently, I mean, I'm just taking what Ron said, something must have happened because he never allowed the child to attend a sleepover since. Hold on. I've lost my tab. Is this where we are? It is.
When he was 5.
Catherine PEI Canada, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Forever Basic Betty.
That's why my kid, he had one sleepover when he was 5 with a girl I was seeing, and that was the last sleepover he ever had. It was Corey. Yeah, but
Wow, that's wild. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me play this real quick.
I mean, we did some good live streams. I was at his place and we co-hosted.
Let It Go said that those antics were embarrassing. I would
Yeah.
guess.
There was some other stuff that happened at my home when I was at Negs that was rather embarrassing and humiliating. But you guys probably remember that night.
It was the breast off.
Yeah, it was the breast off between.
I was asleep. The
It
next
was-
day, someone said there was a GUN involved, and
There was. If you
And
guys
I
remember, it was
freaked
me,
out.
Angry Veteran, Skeeter, and Negs. Negs was asleep. I was hanging out playing video games with Lil Negs, and I guess there a lot of alcohol was drank and a gun came into play.
were you appalled with the? Good.
But that was the breast off where I think TT and Savage both
Yes.
was showing cleavage, and I come clean, years later. Savage's was much better. She's got much better cleavage than Trisha does.
I agree, Katie. Thank you for the super chat.
She
But,
said you hung your head. I felt so bad for you. That's what I witnessed too when I went back. They had cut
Mhm.
half the stream out or something.
Yeah.
So the part with
Yeah, the exactly, Lisa. The men that Ron knew from the internet, who he invited into the home that he shared with his 8-year-old autistic son, the child didn't know any of those men. Hell, Ron didn't know any of those men outside of the fucking internet.
the GUN. I don't know what you can say anymore and what you can't, but that
Yeah,
part
what was that?
they had cut
Mhm.
half the stream out or something.
Yeah.
So the part with the GUN, I don't know what you can say anymore and what you can't, but that
Yeah,
part.
I mean, it. I wasn't around for that.
That's
'cause
what he
at
didn't
that
have any
point, I
idea.
bowed out and I was in the other room and I was watching and kind of hanging out with. And that's another thing, that I can never deny about being there is that I spent time with Lil Negs. I mean, just playing video games, and he would interact as much as he wanted to interact, but
The child did not know Sean. Okay. Ron knew Sean from the internet and barely at that. And Sean's telling you, Ron was passed out in another room. Sean, who he didn't know from nobody, was alone in the room with his 8-year-old son, while the other men that Ron knew only from the internet were live streaming in the living room, drinking and brandishing weapons.
that's something that I won't ever forget. I don't think I've ever said this.
Savage is beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, Brenda Michelle.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's a good looking gal. I have never said this before, but when you remember when my grandson was born, I never really shared it, but my grandson is autistic. Lil Sean
You did briefly.
is special needs. So, and I didn't know it.
Anyway, back to you, Ron.
Yeah, but don't.
Hold on,
Yeah, but
wait. Somebody said in the chat, rumor has it, Samantha Jean, Ronald also called Adult Protective Services on Zeeth today. Where are we seeing that rumor? Where's that at?
Dabba doo doo. Yabba dabba boo hoo.
Right, Lisa Simpson? Something I won't ever forget. That is an odd thing to say.
All right, honey K, we'll catch y'all later. Maybe it's one of my relatives reincarnated. They're just trying to they're like, it's me. I can't hear it. My human ears can't pick up that frequency. Maybe anytime you hear voices, maybe people aren't schizophrenic. Maybe a gnat flew in their ear and it's their dead grandpa. Motherfuckers are quick too. Oh, I'm wearing this glove because there's this local guy who thinks he's a rapper. Makes really shitty music videos. He had a pair of these on, so just wanted to show you. You can get these at the Attic, 208 West 30th Street. Lonely Soul, do you like my stream? That's great. Give a brother a follow. What's funny is all these years I've been reviewing people and doing stuff, I've never sat down and like watched their streams to be like, on occasion, if it was like a group thing, yeah, I would watch. But especially if they had 25 viewers or if they had 10 viewers or 4 viewers, I wasn't watching that. It's not worth covering, right? I don't even have to go on YouTube or Rumble and my message will echo across the canyons for eons. I love it. They're supposed to glow in the dark. That was really stupid of me to do that. I don't know what I'm doing, but smoke the wind, smoke cigarette. The Boohoo Underground. Hey, it's better than the pedo underground. That'd be a bad one to get labeled with.
Shit, sorry. I'm just looking back in the chat for something for you. Says Belinda. What about Belinda? Is Belinda announcing that Zeet says Adult Protective Services visited him? Hold on. Sorry, I had to step away. I had to change my clothes.
It would be. Because you all can say what you want about me. I work my shit out with the gaining ground. I apologize and tried to clean up everything as much as I could. But, you know, the internet's forever. I am a superstar of sorts. Michael.
Did you guys catch that part? He's telling us again that Ron and the Gaining Ground have squashed their beef. And Ron is saying that he tried to clean up everything as best he could, but the internet is forever. What he's referring to is, remember when Ron made those websites using the Gaining Ground's real name, calling him the PDO and all that stuff? Yeah, he's saying he did his best to go around and take all that stuff down, but the internet's forever. I love that for you, Snifford. I'm going to make you listen to it again.
Shit out with the game. Because you all can say what you want about me. I work my shit out with the gaining ground. I apologize and tried to clean up everything as much as I could. But, you know, the internet's forever. I am a superstar of sorts, Michael Alec of the internet. So everything's backed up. Legendary. Just legendary shit. I'm here. Everybody else is here. You get 100,000 viewers, 25 viewers still. Sustainability. People remain relevant for almost 10 years and have lost every platform. And then and still surpass your critics, right? Yeah. Not on this crap, these numbers, none of that means anything. I'm talking about real life. Real life, to surpass them in that. I guess first time I've been live in a couple of days, right? A lot of people kind of go live and boohoo and then delete bait and no, you're not. It's attention-seeking behavior. It's very teenager to do that. I just killed myself. I'm the fat one. That's from Metalocalypse. That was a parody. Dan, you didn't even get to say anything before I blocked you on that one. Ronald. What's up, Rizzo? Yeah.
Everyone say hey to Belinda feller. Beg Linda. I shouldn't have said Yeba and Sam didn't have anyone call on them. I should have said it wasn't Grift Gang. Because I know for a fact CPS and Adult Protective Services ended up at someone else's house too. It's why I don't F with the negs. Nobody said it was Grift Gang. Oh, that's right. We did. Because Grift Gang in the attic are one. Sorry. Look at Belinda confirming that the attic and the Grift Gang are one. I love that for her. Hey, Belinda, why don't you just fuck off? How about that?
Lol.
I mean, you've already been absolutely fucking annihilated, destroyed by yours truly right here. You've been proven to be a liar over and over and over and over, proven to be a fucking liar. You've been proven to be a grifter, a no good, dirty, rotten con of a lying grifter. Just fuck off. Nobody wants to play with you. You're weird and you smell.
Come on, Sham. Be better than that. Yeah, Sham. Got no imagination, kid. Yeah. So, yeah, I figured come on here and kill some time and give everybody a little bit of content to react to because it's what people like to do. They're like, oh my God, he went live on live me. I just can't control myself right now. My bowels are about to explode. Man, you guys, it's been wild out there. I would love to be able to discuss this topic, but people don't know the lines. There's a line in the sand, but it's been stepped over. So me personally, I didn't. So yeah. Jana, are you a mod? I think you and Beth are mods. An awful lot of new accounts coming in. Oh my God, dude! If my life, I probably would chew on a 38 slug if my life was that. Thank you all so much again. This shit's boring. Yeah, 7 days a week. Yeah, they've been a few today. Somebody's been really wanting my attention. People are still trying to deflect away from. If I had done something that was worthy of a deflection, then fine. But I haven't. I'm going online and seeing people get docs, seeing people really stuff that if presented in court by somebody who's not even on the internet would probably be grounds for protective order, like with Frenchie and Chantel's aunt. What the hell is that all about? You're weird, dude. Hey, if anybody's got pictures of Frenchie in public, send them to me. Oh, they don't. No, I guarantee there's going to be a picture pop up. These young kids are going to be on TikTok and be like, oh my God, I've never seen somebody. Wait a minute. Is that Humpty Dumpty? Oh my God, she looks like a hard-boiled egg, a 400-pound hard-boiled egg on toothpicks. Look at her. Look at her chin connects to her fupa. What's up, Nobel? Yeah, everything that was wrong last year is A-okay this year. Hey, man, I'm a good boy. I don't do shit. I come on here and run my mouth. Ooh. And if the boohoo underground, yabba dabba boohoo can't handle it, fucking log off, dude. Like, seriously, you've been doing this for so long that, like, finally you get a taste, just a taste of what you've dished out for years, and you're crying and rage quitting. You've even made fun of people for that. Oh my God, it's just so fucking ironic, and it's fucking hilarious, I think. I wonder what the name of dating site where you would like, you were married to a chomo, and like you wanted to meet other people who had been married to chomos because they know the stigma that comes with it. What would you call that site? Oh my God. Diddler's
Listen, don't forget, I showed you guys who he's talking to on this live me, who's in the audience. It is Clara, Beth Thomas, Issa Jana, and his mom. And his mom. I mean, we know who Beth Thomas is, right? I'm sure somebody knows who Issa Jana is. I'm just saying. Yes, Discarded Roses and his mom. His mom. Swear. Swear. You want me to show you? Hold on. Hold on, sign back in. Okay, hold on. Dang it. How do I download that? Just that one. Okay, there we go. We'll do that one too. C. Taylor 3748983337. That's his mom. That's his mom. That is his mom. And yes, she's in there just gifting away. Look at that. That's his mom. 9 gifts. That's his mom. She's sending astronauts, astronaut bears. That's his mom. That's his mom. That's Beth Thomas. That's Clara.
honey, that was very nice of him. Sorry. Sometimes I am my own audience.
Hold on. Here's another one. See his mom sending astronaut bears. And look, there she is. Top 3 gifters on Ron's Live Me. Clara, Beth Thomas, and his mom. That's who he's talking to. That's who his audience is. Clara, Beth Thomas, and his mom. And the only reason you don't see Issa Jana up there next to them is because Issa Jana don't give him a fucking dime.
No, that wasn't brown sugar. But, again, I have to reiterate that the only people talking about it, I ain't spoke about it till today. The only people milking it for attention and sympathy are Yaba and that fucking Sal she married, Danny DeVito.
Brioche Beth Thomas says some of the most absolutely vile shit you've ever seen in your life. Not just about us, but about minorities in general, in addition.
Thank you very much. Oh, wait, nobody donated. Haha. Huey Walters, that was his name. Getting the pooter, that was his game. But then one day he came across AIDS. Next thing you know, old Huey's laying in a grave. Sorry, Huey, I had to sing something. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you.
Huey is one of Ron and Clara's farmer friends that was heavy in the chat on this particular night. As per Ronald getting gassed up by the farmers, getting gassed all the way into a whole ass problem. Aren't you, Ron?
You over on the live me. Just over here singing, listening to metal, sitting in my store.
I ain't doing nothing. See, I'm just over here doing nothing. Talking to my mom and my girlfriend. Hey, Lunar Phoenix.
Okay, I don't think this dude's gonna come in and get that deposit. So I guess I'll just drive out there in the morning. Did I get him? Dude, pet nat. Look at me. That's right, level up to VIP level 2 sup, man. Pop out. Pop out.
Evelyn, thank you so much for being a member for 35 months. We appreciate you. Shamrock Glitter Bomb, thank you so much for your support, Evelyn.
Crystal, man. Oh, man.
Yep, AK, exactly. He loves it. He thinks he's gotten revenge.
I'm just, I just keep thinking that if I was screaming about self-deletion, like what would happen? You know what I'm saying? I would never get away with it. No, there would have been somebody showed up and been like, yeah, hopefully it'd have been one of my friends. They'd been like, yeah, I'm good. I mean, if you need to talk to somebody, reach out. Like, seriously, because, I mean, if you truly feel that way, reach out. Because this shit ain't going to help it. It won't. If you can't handle that a little bit, this isn't going to help it. By the time it's over, you could be divorced, your life's going to be ruined, and you're going to be screaming, my kids, more and more and more because of who you chose as a partner.
What was all of that?
Out.
What?
Out. Like, seriously, because, I mean, if you truly feel that way, reach out. Because this shit ain't going to help it. It won't. If you can't handle that a little bit, this isn't going to help it. By the time it's over, you could be divorced, your life's going to be ruined, and you're going to be screaming, my kids, more and more and more because of who you chose as a partner. Redemption is at the responsibility of society, is the responsibility of the individual who committed the transgressions. So I'm gonna set up another coin drop for my fans, my biggest fans. A Confucius Day. I say, I mean, it is, you know, I mean, he who stands on toilet is high on pot. Almost. He who has shit on lips is ass kisser. I don't know, man. I got, that's all I got, really. Let's see who this is. Oh, it's my buddy. I think it's Knock Loose. Yes, saw them. Oh, it took me a minute to, because the guy
Huey is clearly one of the fan fiction farmers, and like I said, once again, they've gassed Ron into quite the situation. Hey, Stephanie.
It's like his voice is like very high pitched and he screams. It took me a minute to, yeah. If she can't handle what's happening right now, and it's all on her, man, and letting somebody who wasn't even related to the guy write the obituary and to do what she did, which is just re-victimization, which we all know who we're dealing with here. And that's something they've probably been waiting to do their whole life, is to write an obituary, especially one for somebody of that disposition. If they can't handle a backlash from something like this, is big. This is big. I mean, like, I look back to November of 27, or actually, it would probably be like December, January.
AK, you can't fuck around with the mailman. That's federal. That's crazy.
Of 2018, before the real harassment started, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even do nothing. And this is big, because this is an actual transgression. This isn't like we're going to go bully negs because we have opinions that are completely fucking wrong. We have opinions on somebody's life that we only one of you had met. I didn't tell you guys anything about my life. That's the best part. I never told you anything, and you just assumed you knew everything. Annoying as fuck. No, you can't manipulate your way out of this. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Wow, those words are going to age well out of your mouth.
I mean, I was a little shocked when everybody found out about Sam being married to whatever the hell she was married to, and everybody just kind of like ignored it.
Isn't that crazy how now suddenly he won't say that? Interesting.
But then Kaya and everybody went in. That type of stuff confuses me. Hang on, guys. I might have people coming in. Yep. Hang on. Be right back. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up?
Hold on.
Dill, thank you. Actually, I have some business musicians, so stay here for a little bit longer. Think I might have one of these guitars sold too. How about that? What's up, Diggy? OG Diggy. So, thank you, Brazil. Thank you, Jana. Thank you, Bethamus. Thank you, other people. Yeah, these guys come in and buy strings all the time. I was asking if they had a band together or anything. Figure maybe an old man could teach them a few things, you know. I want to find like a band that's beginning and like produce, you know, like just produce. That's what I want to do. You know, Q Stoner Boy Productions. Eventually change it, but I'm gonna change the name. And find bands, produce their music videos, their albums, all that stuff.
Ron wants to be a music producer. It's never going to happen, pal. You are almost 50 years old and a fucking failure.
I don't know how people are expecting to like carve out a living on YouTube forever. YouTube is like cracking down on a lot of stuff, and it seems like a lot of people aren't making the money like they used to. I remember I would have these streams, and it was always after something shitty would happen to me and the fam. And I always called them pity streams because I always get the most super chats during them. I didn't ask for it. I didn't play it. I just told people what happened, and they showered me with money. But those are about the only time you're going to find that the money is even any good. Because if you're able to play victim over something, or you're an actual victim like myself was over and over and over again. I didn't claim that before, but the way I saw it was like, damn, dude, you're doing this to torment my kid. Like, he's a victim first, and I'm a victim second because I'm his father, and I'm helpless to protect him. What's wrong with you? Grown-ass people, man. Grown-ass people. New venture. This is something I've been planning for 2 years. But before Death Monarch walked out on me, it would have been started already. We would have already had 3 or 4 music videos and 3 or 4 tracks produced and played 2 or 3 shows. I had shit lined up. We were going to do this, but people do things, never know why.
Kimberlina, somebody just sent me that. Kimberlina says somehow Gigi is playing victim right now. I fucking love it. Belinda's over there playing victim. Gigi's over there playing victim. I love it so much. Was Belinda going to fire up a live stream next? Tell everybody how she's a big victim. Aw, B-roll, Belinda. I love that for you. Right, Bradley? How are we supposed to believe you when you've just told us acting like a victim makes you money? Stupid.
Yeah, those guys who repeat, I think they've been in here 3 times. Good, yay. All right.
Yeah, next is going to be
See, it doesn't matter how much we make today. Well, it does matter, but I don't get a salary. I work for free.
We know.
I work for free here and on. Just kidding. Shit's harsh. Fucking OG, whatever.
All right, Miss Gann.
Anyway, I'm sure there's more interesting things to talk about. The DNC is a mess. Who cares? Me not know. No. The Boohoo Underground. Hey, you can market that. You can't do shit with YouTube. If you just put it the Boohoo Underground and then put on the back of it Rage Quit. There you go. It's #1 seller. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to write that down for myself.
Bradley D is just pumping out the bangers. Bradley D says instead of volunteering at a soup kitchen, he wastes his time entertaining Beth and Jana. I love it. Working for free is called volunteering, Ron.
If I'm going to do that, I'm going to make those myself. The Boo-Hoo. Because, it was my name to begin with originally, so.
Did you hear that part? Did you hear a minute ago when he said the YouTube Underground, you can't do shit with YouTube? You can't do shit with YouTube. And then he admits that the YouTube Underground, he claims that he made that up. So what you're saying is, Ron Corbin, is that you made up the name the YouTube Underground and you're so fucking pissed off. You claim Yaba stole it from you. But in your own words, you say it's worthless because you can't do shit with it. So you made up something, you created something you can't do shit with, as per that tracks. That's why we call it the Tunderground, dumb fuck.
The Boohoo Underground. ground. Rage quit on back. Okay, there we go. Don't dox them. Don't do that to people. If people want to leave your community, just let them. All right, everybody leaves. Not everybody, but a lot of people left this community. They've like recorded everything, screenshotted everything, and then they go out. Really, it's just like it doesn't make you look good. She said I rage quit, and then she did it the next day. I don't believe I rage quit. I came back later. Yeah, I was honest though. I just told people I have something important to say, and I'm not going to say it in front of a small audience. So I waited, came down here to the shop, and I had a bigger audience, and I said what I had to say.
Listen to him trying to say that wasn't a rage quit. That doesn't qualify as a rage quit. That does not meet the definition of a rage quit. Yes, it does. You fucking rage quit. It's fine though.
That's what I did. It was after that. I didn't rage quit after that. There's a difference. There's a big difference between technical difficulties, getting bored, and rage quitting. I mean, we're talking about full on boo-hoo. What are you guys going to do today? That's what we're talking about with her.
Yamano Zombie says Ned's rage quits on the internet more than a 12-year-old on Xbox Live. That's true. All facts.
Oh, it just cut out. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember everything. I stream a lot, so. Yeah, she actually cried, tried to get that sympathy, and
I don't know if you heard that, but that was somebody in the chat saying it just cut out. I think it was Beth Thomas. While he's trying to sit there and rewrite history and say that he didn't rage quit, Beth Thomas was like, "Yeah, your stream just cut out." He was like, "Oh, it did? I mean, I don't remember. I stream a lot. Listen."
Oh, it just cut out. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember everything. I stream a lot, so. Yeah, she actually cried, tried to get that sympathy, and did the unthinkable, I guess, exploiting a. Oh, I heard that now they're harassing the father of the victim. What is that?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I mean, are you just wanting this guy to come see? Don't you guys live in the same town? Like, why are you doing that? That man is traumatized. And listen, being a man, if I saw a man going through that, I would leave him the hell alone. Because he's liable to snap. But you do you, boo. You don't mess with a man in mourning, a man who's grieving. This man's grieving. He's traumatized. You know what it's like? You probably don't know or even care what it's like to not be able to protect your child from something. Right? Yeah, that's gross. That's just gross. So, I mean, I got local beef. Nobody does nothing about it. It's a little bit different. I'm a man, I'm not a big man, but I could be a mean motherfucker. I'm not just saying that to flex. Everybody views me on here as like kind of weak, docile, naive, because I'm emotional. But that doesn't mean that, look, it wasn't really a meme. I shared a saying the other day, and it was somewhere along the lines of, if you truly care and love for someone, then you are in order to not be violent, you have to be capable of great acts of violence, or something like that. I don't know.
He's such an absolute idiot. He doesn't even know the meme he shared that he's trying to quote. And I seen the meme he shared that he was trying to quote. It was absolutely fucking ridiculous. It was cringy as fuck. Let's see. Oh, also, I don't know if you guys know this, but yesterday the attic did not open due to a medical emergency. That's right. A medical emergency. I probably won't be able to find it. Never mind. Oh, no. There it is. Hold on. Maybe not. I'm going to try to find that stupid fucking quote he was talking about because I did see it. Never mind. Whatever.
She's a hypocrite, and people are saying, "Oh, I know. I read. Oh. And I mean, like, if I were a short, fat woman, I mean, unless that's their goal. I mean, well, maybe that's their goal. Is, I mean, like, how dare somebody come into somebody else's house and bring danger upon them? You know what I'm saying? Because those aren't his kids that live there. He doesn't know these bitches. Maybe he does. Maybe he don't. But now he's been through this traumatic experience, and this dude's dead. He can't take it out on him. So you're not even thinking about this. You're thinking about all backwards. This is the type of shit that makes Sam's jeans soaked instead of piss. This is the type of things that makes her all clammy and fucking. It's what it look like. Imagine stalking somebody and then finally moving in and marrying them. The rush that you would get from that. No, I wouldn't want when his baby girl gets that's done to her by your baby daddy, and you're gonna poke him. That's in fucking insanity, man. That's fucking insane. As a man, I wouldn't do that. Even in holding a gun, I wouldn't do that. That is, and it's gross. It's gross. It's like, I've noticed that Sam keeps defending, you know what I'm saying, offenders. So.
Yes, Catalina.
You know what I'm saying? Offenders. So, I still stand by, in my opinion, that one of the two is just an opinion. This isn't a fact. One of the two has either experienced something or done something. One or the other. I don't know. I don't have any proof. God forbid if I did, I would have called the police and not talked about it here like everybody else does on the internet. Yeah, the way Jesse was portrayed was gross, and guess who did that? Sam. Right? So you want to portray a guy who traumatized a child in a good light so Corey's children wouldn't be all boo-hoo about their rapist father. Unreal. But I wouldn't be fucking with the victim's dad. It's probably on Facebook and yeah, and dude that, yeah. Bring that shit down on your head. I'll be like, I'm telling you, for 7 years. I give opinions. That's one thing. I give opinions. Other people give something more. And it's not a fucking gift either, man. It's some shit that like nobody wants. Ain't nobody want that shit. But I'm not, trying to beat a dead horse. I just heard that Corey was rage quitting and crying constantly, and
Man, Clara, that is your man, bitch. And she's the one that gassed this motherfucker up.
You mean Clara, Belinda's friend Clara?
Yes, that one.
Because Belinda's over on Twitter talking about this is why I don't have anything to do with Negs. No, but you're friends with his woman.
Yeah, she thinks she's marked safe being friends with Clara.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And she defended Ron the other day when we called him out on the bug shit.
Sure did. She said
he
Ron
didn't abuse that dog. Well, what would you call choking out a dog?
Yep. And those were his words.
Yeah.
And self-deleting, baiting people, and I found it. Hello, love, what's up? And I found it very offensive. It's like, but people who have done that. Like, she's in no position to tell people she's going to self-delete, because, I mean, I can understand if she actually gave a shit, but she don't give a fuck.
She didn't say that. And this is another reason why we know for a fact the call came from Ron, because the DCS call that was placed today, part of the report was that Yaba was saying she was going to do that, and she didn't. So tell us you're the one making the false DCS reports without just coming right the fuck out and saying it, Ron. This is how we know it's you.
They're poking the dad of the victim. They don't care, right? So, my advice.
You know what's so crazy about this is that Ron has people in his life.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he doesn't have anybody. Like, he's sitting alone in some dark room,
right?
All these fucked up things. He has his girlfriend,
who's listening to the stream in the chat,
who claims to be like college educated and all this shit,
and better than all of us.
Than everybody. Mm-hmm. His mother,
who's also in the chat of this stream,
listening to this stuff and sending him money as he says it.
Yep. Fucking Cindy.
It's mind blowing.
Yep.
If that was like your son, my son, and you would know that obviously they need some kind of treatment ASAP before they do find themselves in prison or worse. God only knows, because he's headed that way.
Mm-hmm. He's on the fast track. Yeah.
Here, take money. You're doing the right thing. It's just so mind blowing, dude.
Yeah.
Always goes unheeded.
Affecting us. I mean, he is, but he's not the way that he thinks.
No.
He's hurting himself. So, in my opinion, keep going, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
But for your mother and the woman who claims she loves you, they have to hate you. If anybody is not putting a stop to that, this is this kind of shit. People like, you talk about Shmi stepping into shit.
Yeah.
This is 100 times worse than that.
Yeah. Hey, Cindy, keep giving your son money while he says this vile shit. Please continue. And make sure you continue to use the avatar of the picture of your face while you do it. You know, you think Cindy's done paid that house off by now? That one with the attic apartment that would be a really nice contribution to the Connections Cafe. She probably owns that outright by now.
I really honestly cannot wrap my mind about any of this. To see his mother in there while he's saying this stuff.
Hey, Ron, we're going to take your grandma's house and your mom's house, and we're going to fix them up and donate them to the Connections Cafe.
I don't even have words for it. I don't have words for it. I really don't. It's all just like, wow, buddy. Like, you're just ruining your own life.
I mean,
everybody at this point sees it for what it is. Nobody's over there like, Ron, yes, thank God you finally stepped in and made. Everybody knows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Principal Todd says, I don't know, Cindy, but I do know the turd doesn't fall far from the ass. Cindy is trash. That was a banger. Thank you for that, Principal Todd. That's why traffic was being diverted, I bet you.
I don't know. They just put it in the app.
Oh, no.
So
where? Near there? Near where we're... Really?
Yeah, rollover accident.
Not shocked over there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my God. So, hold on a second. Let me let this play and I'll mute real quick.
There's a lot of my advice that is heated. People are just like, but I mean, like, yeah, poking that dude. Don't. I wouldn't. If you still are, I would stop, because you painted his daughter's offender as a saint, and that's enough as it is. I would have dumped everything I had on him too. His papers, everything. I would have done the exact same thing, because what else can he do? The dude's dead. Dude's dead. Can't get his hands on him. Mm-hmm. Whoa. You hear that, babe? I'm going to jail for harassment for, not being online and not saying anything to anybody. I said, bring it the fuck on then.
Hey, Comfort. Glad you could be here. Totally fine. You're late. No worries. We love our replay gang as well. Cheese Doodle says, I'm late to the game. Did that twat call CPS again? Yes. Everything that that twat on the screen there said during this live stream 2 nights ago, all of it was in the DCS report that the DCS worker read to us this afternoon in our living room.
Well, I mean, you saw that idiot come in here and say, I'm taking grandma's house hunch. People just say things. Trust me. Callie couldn't get me.
Oh, this was one of my favorite parts right here. Listen.
Callie couldn't get me. Yabba Dabba Boo-Hoo couldn't get me. Another person couldn't get me. The other crazy bitch Bridget couldn't get me. There's one more. Six couldn't get me because
I went onto her new YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You send me the link. I'll
Donna
share it.
Morte, Dirty Uncle Sal, Broccoli Monster. Welcome back, DC. Can't wait for your return.
Principal
Yeah.
Todd says Ron belongs in prison so he can meet lots of new friends, big, ugly, hairy friends. Not that he'll ever see what they look like because they'll be facing the other way.
He will be bent over like the bitch he is.
Ron, if I were you, I would have Clara start helping you to get ready for that, if you know what I mean.
Get the lube out.
it's freedom of speech, man. There's no threats. The only threat I have on record being made is from Corey to Clara. And she said that under oath.
Oh, babe.
So yeah, it's dropped in the chat with no explanation. If I'm going to jail for harassment, then shouldn't MFW Yab and Sam get the electric chair?
Yeah, he really does. Like legit. Yeah, 100%.
If I'm going to jail for harassment, then shouldn't MFW Yab and Sam get the electric chair? Hey mods, can you just get the trash out of here?
Our Pandal Perpetual Pod Dude says, are you in the house at Rainy in the Desert? Are they? I haven't seen them.
We're going to jail for harassment. Oh my God. I had no idea we were harassing people. God, I must be doing it in my sleep.
You too. Drive careful.
Yeah, be sure to put money on my books, guys. I want plenty of honey buns to protect my precious butthole. Was it about 7? Thank God. I'm gonna stick around till a little bit after 7. I'm expecting a friend, but I don't know if they'll make it or not. I just don't want that. I'm sick of everybody's gossip, dude. I'm hearing gossip locally about people, gossip online. No, fucking come to me with cold, hard facts, but don't come in here and tell me I'm going to jail for something I haven't even done. Right? I've been to court 6 times. Big fucking donut for everybody else. Eat a dick. The end. They have been in chat before. They just fucked up though. They just like, well, okay, you were here once. Bye. Never again. I wouldn't go to jail. I'd go to a psychiatric unit. So, vacation, I guess. Thank you, love. I guess you just won 200 coins. Goddamn. Thank you very much. Is this some AK shit? Everybody's going to jail. Except Tragic, who is on video, on tape rather, calling in a false police report.
Genitalia Pondu, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Sorry, there we go. Thank you so much, Genitalia Pondu. Hold on, where did DC say? You went to see the Dalai Lama? Holy shit. Yes, it's true, DG. DCS was back at our house today. And I'm playing for you Ron's live me from 2 nights ago because ridiculously enough, every single thing that was put in the DCS report that was read to us today in our living room, he says in this live stream 2 nights ago. I know. Shocker. I know. Shocker. Principal Todd, the only reason Clara donates to him on stream is to help his ego. For Christ's sake, she's 2 stories above him. She could just hand him the money, but then he'd realize he's a failure of a streamer. Oh, he realizes it. Trust and believe.
Yeah. Everybody except the guy who actually committed a crime. Gotcha. Fucking lol cows. I've never seen people so soft that they have to do the things that they do. I mean, I don't understand why she's not a lawyer. She should have no problem passing the bar. We're not in Pakistan. No, we are not. We are not in Pakistan anymore. But we never were to begin with. Sorry. It's the prime. If I'm going to jail, like, where's the cops? Shouldn't they come arrest me? I mean, I'm waiting. Look at criminal on the run, on the land. I can't say it here. You know what I want to say. It's like, what?
Principal Todd for another banger. And Clara, yuck. I want to be a Fox News pool booker. I want to be Tucker's personal hooker. Saying no one ever. Clara's a bigger failure than Ron is. Principal Todd, thank you for another banger.
Hey, I know people who get caught with 40 grams of meth and don't go to jail. So, I don't know what to tell you. It's just shit to get us to talk about something. I'll talk about whatever. You can come in here and talk about the consistency of your dog's shit, and I'll talk about it. I don't give no fucks. I just think it's funny that Gab is crying and rage quitting. Sounds familiar. Sounds like a period of my life. Only, you know, it's different, you know. Mine was over my child, but it makes sense now. It makes sense why you're very comfortable going in on children. You're very comfortable fucking with kids. You and Sam both. And it's very, this is me. You get what I'm saying? Here, let's do it again. That's me side-eyeing you. Let's be side-eyeing. So, I didn't say anything was a fact. I just said my opinion. In my opinion, something's been done or something's been experienced or they've not reported something. It's because nobody is that comfortable exploiting other people's children while crying about other people talking. It's such about talking by condemning people for exploiting children.
Jolly Green a-hole. Here we go again. Meth Tourette's. That was a banger.
But while they're exploiting people's children, it's like, what are you doing? All right, Beth, we'll see you. Thank you, love. Yeah, it's just very weird. It's a weird frame of mind. It doesn't seem. It seems like internet brain rot to me. Because nobody in real life thinks like that. There's nobody locally I know that would hear of something happening to a man's daughter and then go harass him. Because they know that he's probably going to drive over to their house. And I don't know. I don't know. I can't say what a man in that mindset would do. I just know if it were me, I would feel like fucking awful that I wasn't there to protect my daughter, and that apparently their mother is a piece of garbage who selects junkies and meth heads for boyfriends. I don't know, man. It's fucked up. It is fucked up. The whole thing is fucked up. This is the way I look at it. Everything that's said is some form of projection, one way or another. Somebody comes and says, so you're going to jail. The person that said that's probably going to jail. And it won't be any because of me. So-and-so was a bad parent. Hey, man, I don't send my kid to a junkie's house every weekend. Or, used to. So much for those free weekends. Boo-hoo Underground. Thank you very much. Goddamn, guys, light it up. Light it up. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. The screen is lit up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like dog shit the last couple of days. Fucking diverticulitis flare. I just need to calm down for the moment. Antibiotics, but yeah, that's why I haven't been live. Why go live when you feel like garbage?
Holly Big Mac, that's a fucking banger. You're the junkie in your own child's world right now, Ron Aid, fucking loser. Amy May coming in with the assist. No, his kid lived with a junkie and he had to be forced to go get him in his Benny check. Yikes. Bradley D says not the diverticulitis.
I'm gonna get grumpy. Yeah, thank God, right?
Shitty short.
Yes, I had something to do earlier today, and I was miserable the whole fucking time. But fake it till you make it, man. Yeah, buddy. I bought this.
Brioche says you were the lesser of two evils, Ron. Don't get shit twisted. Whoever gave you custody probably did so reluctantly. That was the state of Florida, who just wanted one less kid in their foster care system, and they were more than happy to hand the child over to out-of-state family.
This TV from Goodwill. probably a year and a half ago to use the second monitor. And then I just said, fuck it, and bought one of those great big wide monitors. And I got it hooked up in here and playing movies so I can sell some of these damn DVDs, man.
You hear that? He's still trying to sell damn DVDs. What do you think if somebody comes in and one of your DVDs is playing on the wide monitor, they're gonna buy it? Well, then why are you live streaming playing metal music if that's your genius business mobile plan, Ronald?
Yeah, diverticulitis can kill you, man. This shit can kill you. They could have to remove part of my intestines. I mean, like, I don't have a good feeling about it. I'm like,
God willing, and the creek don't rise.
I'm real hesitant to predict stuff about like shit like that. Like, you know,
Amy May, he didn't care his kid was in a crack house. Florida had to make him come get him. Florida, you guys, Florida. It was that or he'd be charged with child abandonment. That's how it works.
but I don't know. I ain't got a good feeling about it going on later in life because it seems like my flare-ups just come out of nowhere. He poops so much he wore himself out. Guaranteed, it's what I'm gonna end up doing. Oh, he was reckless with it. Now I barely eat. You know, like I eat like I eat, but it's like a lot of times I can't sit down and eat a whole meal. I can't do it. I just can't. It has to be half the meal, and then like a couple hours later, I can eat the rest, or eat a couple times a day, and then maybe just snack around to keep my blood sugar up, just so I don't feel like crap. And then this time it was like, what did I do wrong? Crazy, man. Ready to play some fucking guitar, man. I've been laying on the couch and napping and shit way too much the last couple days.
Loser.
Hulk Hogan's going to be in Oxford, Ohio.
All right. Well, nobody cares about any of that, and it's about over. It's been fun, guys. As per usual, making an absolute fucking ass out of this asshole and his friends. And his friends. Don't forget his friends who all want to be acknowledged so they can cry victim over on the Twitter. Everyone say hi to Ron's friends. That's okay, Dog Wife 42. You can either watch on the replay or not. It's whatever, but there's reasons why we have to turn the DVR off when we're live streaming. So sorry that doesn't work out for you. Feel free to I don't know, watch somewhere else. I won't. All right, then don't, Dog Wife. I really don't care. You'll never be back. Oh gosh. Oh geez. All right. Well, I stand corrected. I'll never be back. All right. No interest whatsoever. Look at Dog Wife also needing some attention. I love that. That's great. Thanks for coming in, Dog Wife. We needed that. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have for our parting guest? Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Brianna. Nice to see you. This is for you, Gigi, because I know you're watching.